For a while now, I've been thinking about an intriguing little book in the Bible called Job. And if you were like me, the first time that you saw the title of it, you thought it was called J-O-B, Job. The unique story begins by telling us about Job, the family man, and just how blessed he is. He's got a large family, heaps of possessions, and by all accounts it appears he is super successful. In fact, and I quote, he was the greatest man among the people of the East. And it is even thought that maybe this story predates the books and accounts of Moses, but back to the story and why it has made me think so much about it in the last year. Early on, another character is introduced. There's a protagonist by the name of Satan. And essentially, he challenges God over this man, telling God that if Job lost all his success, lost all that he valued, that Job would suddenly look at God differently. And that is actually what ends up happening. This is a story about a man, a family even, that seems to quite randomly to them experience huge tragedy and loss. It quickly pivots to being a story of the painful journey that Job and his wife navigate. It includes some people called friends who appear to console and counsel Job in his moment of pain. And here is what I've experienced and seen in life. When tragedy seems to randomly come our way, we follow a pattern that seems to mirror what is recorded here in Job's story, I believe. We question, why me? Why did this happen? And just like with Job, others come around us or pontificate from afar, trying to rationalize and explain away the reason why we're facing the challenge or the deep pain that we are experiencing. We are really good at theorizing, aren't we? Super good at sharing our opinions. And I wonder if we are any different from Job's friends in this story, endlessly pontificating about what God is like and why he does what he does, sharing through a narrow filter of our own experience as though they are the only experiences worth considering. When someone goes through a tragedy like Job, what is it that they really need? Is it rationalizing and pontificating? Is it a Bible lecture by way of quoting Bible verses, or maybe simply company, care, and prayer? I would argue the latter. In another book in the New Testament, it simply states that what is recorded in the Old Testament, where we find this book of Job, what it is there in part to teach us so we can learn from their experience. Maybe you're going through a Job-type season and struggling with the pain and wrestling with your thoughts. And maybe you've become tired and even a little cynical with all the so-called well-meaning ideas shared by those around you. My hope is that you find the right friends, more than just mere acquaintances, who will simply sit with you, give you the company and the care that you need, and even offer you prayer. Those who are willing to simply minister to you without some pathological need to fix you or your situation. And my final hope, my final encouragement, is to hold on to the hope that you have, no matter how challenging it feels or strained it has become due to your circumstances. Job's story finishes with God doing abundantly more than he could ever hope, dream, or imagine, along with not discounting the pain that he has experienced. May you experience the same change in due season. May you experience God coming through in a supernatural way. And may the God of all hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him.